Omale Ben Amedu for Advanced Allied Party. I actually raised my hand earlier, immediately after the presentation of Ekiti. The problem I had from the beginning was after the accredited number of votes. If you subtract the valid vote and subtract the invalid vote or rejected vote, we still have a deficit of 1,000 we still have some deficit. It makes me confused because apart from the most recent one presented for Kwara, if you tally the ones accepted as valid with the ones as rejected, it doesn't tally with the number of votes accredited. And it is the accreditation and voting is simultaneous. So how come the figures are still having some deficit?
Your question is similar to the first question asked, so we'll come back to that. Okay? So thank you very much. Is Ondo ready?
No, returning officer, but Nasarawa is.
Is Nasarawa ready?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So we take Nasarawa State. Secretariat, can we project Nasarawa? Okay, are you ready?
Ready, sir.
Okay, please introduce yourselves and make your presentation.
Thank you. My name is Professor Azubike Saniwankwa, the Academic Provost, Nigerian Defense Academy, Africa's premier military university, state of assignment, Nasarawa.
Slowly, please. Sorry, repeat your name, sir. You have to record it.
Shall I start?
Repeat, sir.
Okay. My name, Professor Azubike Sani Nwankwo. I am the Academic Provost, Nigerian Defense Academy. I was State Collation Officer, Nasarawa State, for the presidential election. Total number of local governments in Nasarawa is 13. Kena, Awe, Doma, Joto, Kefi, Nasarawa Egon, Nasarawa, Obi, Wamba, Kokona, Karo, Akwanga, and Lafia. If I may proceed to the number of registered voters. Number of registered voters, 1509481. 1509481. Number of accredited voters, 613,720. 613,720. Votes scored by the parties. A, 12 votes. A, 12 votes. AA, 15. AA, AA 15, AAC 75, AAC 75, AAP 43, AAP 43, ABP 12, ABP 12, ACD 51, ACD 51, ACPN 28, ACPN 28, ADC 339, ADC 339, ADP 107, ADP 107, AGA 59, AGA 59, AGAP 49, AGAP 49, ANDP 12, ANDP 12, ANN 45, ANN 45, ANP 10, ANP 10, ANRP 37, ANRP 37, APA 338, APA 338, APC 289903, APC 289903, APDA 307, APDA 307, APGA 1523, APGA 1523, APM 27, APM 27, APP 20, APP 20, ASD 5, ASD 5, AUN 5, AUN 5, BNPP 5, BNPP 5, CMP 3, CMP 3, CC 14, CC 14, CNP 9, CNP 9, DA 17, DA 17, DPC 28, DPC 28, DPP 133, DPP 133, FRESH fresh 16, FRESH 16, FJP 10, FJP 10, GDPN 279, GDPN 279, GPN 23, GPN 23, HDP 3, HDP 3, ID 13, ID 13, JMPP 9, JMPP 9, KP 155, so excuse me, beg your pardon. KP 5, LM 13, LM 13, LP 67, LP 67, MAJA 7, MAJA 7, MMN 128, MMN 128, MPN 6, MPN 6, NAC 21, NSC 2-1. NCMP 3. NCMP 3. NDCP, excuse me, NSC 2-1, NSC 2-1, NCMP 3. NCMP 3. NCP 4-7. NCP 4-7. NDCP 2. NDCP 2. NDLP 2. NDLP 2. NEPP 4. NEPP 4. NFD 2-0. NFD 2-0. NIP 1-2. NIP 1-2. NNPP 7-3. NNPP 7-3. NPC 4-2. NPC 4-2. NRM 1-3. NRM 1-3. NUP 1-9. NUP 1-9. PCP 1868. PCP 1868. PDP 283847. PDP 283847. PPA 242. PPA 242. PPC 65. PPC 65. PPN 17. PPN 17. PT 19. PT 19. RAP 17. RAP 17. RBNP 6. RBNP 6. RP 8. RP 8. SDP 359. SDP 359. SNC 175. SNC 175. SNP 22. SNP 22. UDP 9. UDP 9. UP 2. UP 2. UPN 8. UPN 8. WTPN 1. WTPN 1. YES 1. YES 1. YPP 44. YPP 44. I will now proceed to summation. Total valid votes 580,778. Total valid votes 580,778. Rejected votes 18621. Rejected votes 18621. Total votes cast 599,399. Total votes cast 599,399. And that concludes.
Okay. Are there places where the election did not hold or was cancelled?
Yes, indeed. Just bear with me one moment. Yeah, there are 7 places seven local government areas. Kefi, problems with 6 polling units, leading to 9256 votes involved. Nasarawa, 40 polling units. Karo, 6. Total 1. Obi 5. Lafia 26. Polling units affected. Akwanga 2. Grand total 157,591. In total, 86 polling units with a grand total of 157,591.
How many polling units did you say in OB, local government?
OB 11. Sorry, OB 5.
Is it 5 or 4?
5.
And the total is 86.
86.
Can you tell us the reasons for this situation?
I think that the reasons largely had to do with misdemeanor resulting to overvoting. There have been instances in some areas where there were reported cases of gangsterism, people who were overly trying to interfere with the voting process, and where those sort of issues occur, they introduce significant amount of error in the total number of votes. So where there were those instances, the individuals involved decided that those were no longer reliable and then leading to cancellation.
Okay. And you applied the provisions of the Commission's regulations and guidelines?
Everything, including the individual reports of the polling units involved.
And you have the reports?
Yes, all of them. We have all the reports together. This is just the summary.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Make your submission.
Report everything to the package from everything, all of them. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's what you see. That's what you got.
Okay, I can see a hand up there. Just before the scope goes.
Just please, just hold on in case there's any question. Just please come back to it. Go to where they are. Let's start from the left.
Honorable Chairman, I'm Chief Ben Shala Rediji, and I'm representing ABGA and General Bob, candidate of ABGA. May I say, sir, that our position is reserved, whether we do comment or don't comment on matters going on today. Our position is reserved. Firstly, we have not received a full report from our agents, one, and we have grave concerns from what we are hearing today in respect of the reports from some states. Nasarawa is one of them. I dare say, I'm not preempting my colleagues here. Some are already making their case, and they made their case in a short while. Nasarawa is one of them. I'm well aware that voting did not start in Massacre and Maraba until 2 p.m. because the INEC were not there, and people were very restless. Anybody that watched the news will know what was going on there, and I happened to be in that area at that time. Secondly, in some areas also, many people in Jikoi area, for instance, many people wanted to vote, but the candidate was not working, and we did try to point out to them that the candidate was supposed to verify your manual accreditation was there in the notice, but they didn't allow them to vote. So we have concerns. And we only say for those ones we have seen for now, there are others coming in. So our position is reserved, that Chairman, and which we noted that for ABGA. We will respond in due course as our reports keep coming in. Thank you.
The one behind, please. We'll come to you. Yes.
Mr. Chairman, sir, sorry, first I didn't introduce myself. My name is Alaye Remio Jr. for YPP. Okay, sir, I really want to understand about overvoting, because it's becoming enough now. When did you say a particular unit there was overvoting or there is overvoting? Because I believe the candidate was working well, or it worked well, and would have accredited the number that was valid for voting. So at what point did this overvoting come in? Because you cannot vote without being accredited. So I don't really understand. I need help.
Okay, scope, Nasarawa.
Where is it? Give me mic. Hold on.
Or shall we check more
several
before you
questions I can
respond?
respond at the same time.
Quickly,
yes,
because we have others just lined up, but you have the right to ask questions and to seek clarification. So please give him the microphone. Introduce yourself and the party you represent.
Mr. Chairman, I remain Honorable Yuwaru Razak, the National Chairman of People's Party of Nigeria.
Which party?
People's Party of Nigeria, PPN. I think I would not like to repeat what others have said, but Nasarawa brings a serious concern, judging from what we just got from them. 157,000. We are not talking of 7,000, we are not talking of 3,000, we are talking of 157,000. And from Massacre, which is highly populated. I was there that day, I saw the time they started, some around 2, some around 3, going to 6, 7, they are still voting. And at the end of the day, they said the result of almost a whole local government have been cancelled. I think we seriously need to look into this. Most of the political parties here, I'm very sure, are very concerned with the result coming from Nasarawa. Please, Mr. Chairman, help us look deeply into that local government. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It's noted. Recall that the report from Nasarawa is also accompanied by this report. I want to assure you that we'll look into every piece of paper in this report before we take a decision.
The gentleman in blue and white shirt, check shirt. Okay, give it to him first.
Mr. Chairman, sir, I'm Honorable Good. I'm a national unit of ACD. Sir, the INEC rep said 26 polling unit was being cancelled just because of the issue of gas terrorism. A polling unit that can produce 2 councillors said they are cancelled. gangsterism. Please, you tell me more about it. Thank you.
Did you get it? Did you get it?
Yes, 26.
Sorry? Huh? For these two councillors, it's been cancelled because of gangsterism. Can you tell him more about what you mean when you say gangsterism? Next. Is there any? Sorry?
Respond. And
Response. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Quickly.
The non-representation, let me take question number one, non-representation during collation. Can I quickly add that with proceedings we are started just about a little after 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. yesterday, we continued up until early hours of this morning, had a break for an hour and a half, again from 7 a.m. up until meaning essentially that every agent who was called, the rec is here, was then really delayed so that people would be sufficiently informed and involved in the process and witness, and there were a sufficient number of people there as well. Therefore, if a PGA candidate did not or chose not to be present, I may not be able to answer why. But there was sufficient opportunity for everybody to be present, and there was security, so nobody was under any threat, and the atmosphere was convivial, so there was no issue of any inhibition from being present during collation. If by way of abdication of duty by the agent in Nasarawa, I wouldn't be able to explain. Question number two, which had to do with overvoting, incidences of overvoting. Let me give you, actually I will also concerned about that. Let me give you a clear example of one of the agents told us. The collation officer from one of the local authorities said, a gentleman came in with a retinue of 8 and insisted that not only will he vote, but everybody accompanying him will also vote, registered or not, accredited or not. And that led to a severe disturbance. Actually, the military had to be called in order to rescue the individuals involved, people who were officiating. So in those sort of instances, there was no way you could reliably account for those sort of things. Council votes raised by PPN rep here may not be in a position to address that because I was not in the field myself. So those individuals who, the reasons given for the cancellation are all given with their reports, because we asked for reports from to authenticate every action taken or legitimize every action taken, and they were actually prepared before they came to the collation center, and those have been pulled together. Number 4, the number of polling units cancelled that could have produced 2 councillors, that's not in doubt, but the rules are ruled in my judgment. I think the chairman of INEC may be able to address that. I think he says also he will be taking that forward. I'm not sure that's a question for us here, unless you want direct to say something.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You have submitted your report. We have heard from the party agents. We have heard not just the broadsheet you submitted, but also all the other reports and attachments. I want to assure the party agents that we will study these reports carefully and will come back before the process is concluded. Thank you. I think on this note, we can relieve the scope for Nasarawa and the REC to go. Secretariat, do we have any other state waiting?
No, Chairman, Ondo is being queued.
Ondo? Is Ondo ready? Secretariat, if Ondo is ready, they have the floor.
In a few minutes.
Ondo? or any state that is ready, not just Ondo?